What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Evesports EGL 1 Season 2. We are here with the first matchup of the event. It's going to be Orgless Katte versus Damage Control, the legends of the South African CSC. Nick, what a fantastic opening game we have on our hands, lad. Seriously looking forward to this
days. One. It's a juicy one, to say the least.
Yeah.
It's a juicy one. I mean, you spoke about Damage Control and the history they've had in the scene, but Orgless Katte, they're a new five. They're up and coming. We'll see if they can battle out ATK as we've seen BNMK do in the past, but I think what a juicy game to start us off for the second season of the EGL.
Yeah.
And you'll see what's going to happen. But all Orgless Katte are going to do is send Destroyed alone, which is a pretty good strat. He's just going to get the info, understand that it's not a stack, which is now actually left them in a bit of a precarious position.
This is dangerous, man. This is really dangerous because it's a bit of false info. Destroyed commits his life, and he sees some players, but it's not a stack. And off the back of that, they're now going to rotate into the A bomb side. Hellhound's still waiting with the P250. Force isn't going to be anticipating this. He commits to the bomb side. Hellhound's still able to take him down. PND's going to be swinging out next, and he goes down to the P250 as well. Damage Control sorting them out with the force buy. They didn't even need the smokes, Nick. The upgraded pistols get the job done, but Orgless Katte, I can't help but feel like they just got ahead of themselves there, man.
This could still go anyway. We could see a battle of the force bars early in this game.
Ooh. Yeah, we might see the battle of the force bars. You're absolutely right, because look at the position that Orgless Katte have got to work with now. They've got 3 players through the archers. Instant in a bit of a good position. Oh my god, PND. That was downright disgusting and wounded. He has no choice now. He's getting boxed in from CT, so he's forced to take the fight to Banana. And I just love how patient both Falls and... Oh, I didn't see who was with them. It's the bomb carrier, so it's awesome. They recognize they need to buy time and wait for those players coming through CT, so they don't overcommit too early there, which means that they take down Wounded without any opportunity of him catching them off guard. First full gun round here, Nick in the 6th round because of all those force buys back and forth in the earlier stages of this half. So now we get an idea of what we're going to be in store for. It looks like Damage Control... No, they didn't throw any deep util besides the flash. Wounded up against the half wall. Yeah, he's got support from Instant as well, but util not looking too pretty up for Damage Control. They've already expended most of it. They've just got 3 smokes and a couple flashes left, and there's still plenty of time left in the round. So Orgless Katte here just need to stall things out and try and buy some time. PND catches the timing on Explicit. He comes out of Boiler, and it actually doesn't look like Style has realized that he's swung out into top mid here. And you can see PND realizes the opportunity he's actually created for himself. In the meanwhile, Awesome and Destroyed crack open that B bomb side. PND's going to be getting the sound cues now as Style re-explores back in towards N2. PND pulls the knife up and Style misses the AWP shot. Somehow PND is still alive. Falls will be finishing off that frag. And now it's just Hellhound. Orgless Katte in the home stretch, actually going to be winning the round without even losing a single player.
Yeah, what Orgless Katte are doing so well is they're taking map control without giving up lives unnecessarily. So they've got brackets, they've got Inferno, they've got Banana, or they pretty much have Inferno.
They pretty much do.
Oh, but Style, Team Flash, PND's Team Flash, so Zox is going to be the one who's going to be the
Oh, Style!
Styling on them. He's got 3 so far. Hellhound towards Pits is going to try and for one of his own, and now it's Awesome left in a 1v4. And just as I was praising Orgless Katte doing so well, taking map control, denying information, it's going to be Awesome looking for information so that he can win this 1v4. He's got the first.
4 bullets. Oh, there we go. Yeah, big round there from Style. Great patience from him. He gets the quad kill, just mows them down. Mouse button 1. That was unlucky for Orgless Katte, right? Because of the, as you mentioned, the team flash that came through that blinded PND. And after that, I don't know, it was Zox and somebody else. They felt so compelled to try and trade their teammate out that they both just rampaged onto that A bomb site, checking that dark corner, and they didn't account for the pit player. That's unlucky because I think Awesome reckons he gets that kill every day of the week. PND again finds the timing on Hellhound. He swings out. He goes one further as he finds Explicit as well. Now it's just Style left on this A bomb side. He's been able to take down PND. On the opposite side of the map, there's some action as well. Instant stands tall with the double kill, and now Orgless Katte need to reassess their options. Zox has been able to lurk his way into the A bomb side. I think he's been using the audio cues here from Style. Doesn't seem to realize he is in the Archer's position, but he's going to find a free frag here, and that should be the round secured. Instant with only 17 health and a 1v2 clutch isn't in the best position, but is he going to have a crack at this? Why wouldn't he? He got the AK, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to respect it, you know. If he goes for it, you're going to... actually, looking at the money, you've got 2 rounds of loss. 3 rounds of loss.
He's gotten in a good position. Yeah, he's quite far forward, but just before this bomb's been planted. I wonder if the timing's going to work out. No, Zox is already watching the apartments. He's not able to react in time. Now it's just Falls rooted in the bomb sites. Instant seems to have an idea that he's still in the site. Won't know for sure. But he's making his way forward, and of course with the AK, he has the one-shot headshot potential. He clears the close left cubby, but Falls is sitting next to the box, so it's going to be an easy frag for him in the end. But another big gun round here in the double up setup and play. The nade does huge damage, but Orgless Katte, they're just going to be charging Falls here. It's the full B rush. They bring it out the bag here, wounded in first. Orange is himself able to get one, but there's just too many players around him to find the multi, and that's the round over before it began. Damage control just going to be trying to lick their wounds and take his weapons into the next round. I understand why Damage Control would rather just try and preserve their resources and take the fights on the bomb side, but it's PND on the opposite side who's found the opening for his team.
Find the opening and then throw it away in a heartbeat. Like, Orgless Katte, they find themselves in so many of these 5v4 situations, and we saw last round pay testament to that. They got the 5v4 and then they just threw it away in pretty much a heartbeat, which against better teams possibly will be punished. But I mean, as we said, it's a new roster, people getting overzealous style. This is what we wanted to see, this reaggression, getting the info. They've cleared brackets. Now you should get that rotate over towards B as fast as possible. It's coming in now. 2 players on this bomb site going to be held accountable for this executes. And there's 1 player towards Emo. He's pretty much just going to be fighting to the death. That's wounded. So how big can he get? How many can he get?
Oh my god, Falls.
Can't get
Jesus. That was a big shot from Falls there to take down Wounded, because even if Wounded gets 1 kill before he goes down, he leaves his team in a favorable position. Now it's a 3v3 retake. Falls finds another before he goes down, meaning the 2v2 is ensued here. Hellhound trying to make his way up Banana, but it's Instant who's holding his nerve, holding the yank. Misses the shot on Destroyed, but he takes enough attention for Hellhound to get in the mix as well. And that was a class retake there from Damage Control, just bouncing between the 2 players. Hellhound taking contact, and then Instant able to find a pick, and then they just work together to eliminate Destroyed. So Damage Control keeping themselves in the hunt. Need to get some synchronization going. Awesome. Is he going to tick to the molly? I think he's okay. And it looks like he actually wants to try and get aggressive here towards top Banana, but Instant there supporting Wounded with the AWP. He's been doing a good job here, especially towards this B bomb side, just landing consistent shots, nothing too flashy or special, just holding angles and finding kills, man.
Yeah, it's super interesting considering Damage Control haven't really gone for heavy Banana pressure. They've just pretty much taken it slow. They're cycling their smoke towards the top of B. They've pretty much conceded Banana early in the round. They played semi-aggressive in brackets, so they still keep some sort of information. But they've got the man advantage into this round, and now they've got a 2-man advantage. A sick hold from Instant through the smoke. He's going to take down PND as the exec does come in. But a 2-man disadvantage, and Instant's going to be pushing the smoke again, and he gets a 3rd. Instant. Rolling back the years. Wounded gets 1, destroyed 1v5, turned 1v4. Winnable, maybe? I don't know.
I'm not putting too much money on this one, Nick. He's got some time. He's trying to chase down Instant, but you can see Instant's already aware of the possibility. The shoulder peak's not going to be baiting out Instant. He finishes off with a quad kill. And Nick, he's finished the half as the 2nd top fragger on his team. And was he on like 0 kills up until like the 7th
he
or 8th
was
round?
0, 0, and 6 at one stage.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's turned that around, gotta respect
10 kills in 9 rounds. Yeah.
Fact. He's feeling it, you know? Who said Damage Control were a bunch of bullies and gatekeepers? Who said that?
Definitely not us. But, I mean, you always want your IGL to be feeling it, especially when you're going into the T side, right? Because then you can translate that momentum, that individual momentum into some fire calls as well, perhaps. So let's see.
Yeah, and it's also
on style.
It's also super interesting when your IGL's feeling it. The calls themselves feel super confident, but it is going to be an arch rush. PND is going to take the first into explicit. Can he get a couple more? He won't be able to, but awesome. He's going to chime in with one towards the pit position and readjustment. He's staying alive. Sick play from Awesome. All 5 CTs are here. I don't see a way in which Orgless Katte lose this round.
Yeah, surely not, right? Rotations on point. Awesome's still tapping away with the P2K. Oh, I thought that extra bullet in the clip was what was going to make the difference in him finding the kill there for a second. Maybe like one player forgoes, the upgraded pistol, and he buys up a smoke and 2 flashes or something like that. Just to give them some sort of equipment and tools to try and get into the bomb site, right? Because now they have to take these dry fights, and you expect the SMGs to come out on top, but we did see Damage Control winning a force buy earlier on, and Falls is in no man's land. How he's alive for so long. Eventually he's going to be going down, and this opens up the wrap onto the A bomb side. Zox nearly caught in no man's land. He needs some support from his apartments player. Style's going to find another. It's spiraling out of control fairly quickly here, but Awesome salvages the situation once again for his team as he picks up a quick double. And now it's on Style in the 1 versus 2 clutch. He's got only 10 seconds left to try and get in the mix. And he has to die here, Nick. He cannot afford to survive. If I'm Orgless Katte, I'm calling don't kill him. Let him take this into the next round. Because it's actually going to be giving them a bit of a bigger handicap going forward. Because now he's completely disjointed from his team, economically speaking.
So they're just going to let Style survive. He's only got $300 now. And as you said, his economy is completely disjointed to the rest of his teams. But it doesn't matter. He's got the deagle. He's tagged.
Bro.
He's killed Falls. He's tagged Austin to 10 HP. So,
Oh my god. This was the plan all along. He's like, guys, I'm going to save the deagle to win the next round for us just with this weapon I saved and armor. No problem. I got this. And this is actually this has sent Orgless Katte into a bit of a spiral. One thing they do have going for them is that they've got, who is it? It's Destroyed Top Banana, and the smoke is deep, so he's able to just spot there. That's afforded them the extra rotation of PND. He's got the rifle as well, so they still have the standard 3-man defense on the A bomb site right now. So even though they lost an early player, they still should be getting across the line here fairly easily.
Yeah, especially considering there's no utility once more from the side of damage control, no flash, no smoke to pop on this bomb site. So it should just be all she wrote pretty much. Style, the only man with armor, has been taken out this round. There's 3 players left, no armor beyond their pistols, so it should be all she wrote pretty much for this. Just got to keep lives up for the side of Orgless Katte, and that's what they've done. However, Instant has slipped the back lines. So he doesn't know B's clear.
By the way. Yeah.
He doesn't know B's clear, but he's going to have the timing. They have no idea he's here.
Yeah, Destroy's like, guys, he has to be in apps. He's in apps.
He can get it. This bomb plant is big, considering what we were talking about with Style.
Yeah,
this bomb plant is going to be massive for the economy, but he's going to be clearing out the summer. Not
The PND is on the hunt now as well, by the way. He's on the prowl, and Destroy's also charging. He doesn't get the plant.
Plant the bomb.
He just can't predict that this B bomb site is completely vacant.
Please,
unfortunately, he's taken too long to clear it out, and Destroy's just gonna come flying around the corner. Instant actually lands the headshot, but he still goes down. And Nick, you were spot on. That would have made a big difference. That would have been an extra $800 for Style. So that meant he would have had 4,300, which is enough for sort of a drop an AK across to Hellhound. But now Hellhound's not going to be afforded such a luxury.
But there are some players who are pushing eco territory if they do lose this one. But pretty much, they've got a 4-man A setup. They've got banana control. They've got the info towards that side of the map. Style's actually taken down Destroyed, so that's going to call this rotate out. The double lap setup is going to get called out. Damage control are reading Orgless Katte like a book.
Oh no!
Middle Socks gets 2.
Yeah, nearly finds a 3rd. Falls is actually, he can win this, you know. Explicit is low. He sprays down Instant through the smoke. Explicit's exposing himself as well. He's actually lucky to get away with his life there. Zox, or rather, falls into the 1 versus 2 clutch. Upgrades to the AK. Oh, Explicit's going to be coming back through the apartments here. Falls is not at all anticipating him to be so far forward. I mean, obviously, you want to try and hedge your bets, but in these sort of situations where you just have upgraded pistols and, you know, the one shotgun, maybe you go for the gamble. PND gonna get boosted up here, but unfortunately he can't land the shot. Now, obviously that's also given Destroyed's position away as well, right? You need 2 people to boost, so he's still hanging around here. This is surprising to me. He's trying to dodge bullets through the wall here, hanging around nice and close. He's hoping PND's going to take the bait, and then maybe from there, he can swing out. He gets the first one to Explicit. He knows the AWP. He's going to be taking Style down as well. That's the bomb. He upgrades to the app. That could be the round over, you know. Wounded on the opposite side of the map finds 1, but that's a little consolation right now. Destroy just continues to do damage. He's going to find a 4th as well. Single-handedly winning the round for the CMS. Single-handedly. PND, he had his hand in that as well, just taking the bait, taking the attention, allowing Destroy to swing out. And Wounded hasn't. He's like, guys, someone bring the. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. No one's gonna be bringing the bomb because I don't have any teammates left. Yeah, but check out what's going on right now. He's wrapping all the way around into middle. Instant the timing. It's gonna be missing the timing. Not Instant, rather the player at ramp. The right comes through. He finds 2. He finds the 3rd. There's a player for. He runs out of ammo. He can't find the 4th kill. Hellhound. He salvages the situation somewhat, but the quick double. Falls doesn't expect Wounded to be in boilers. He's going to be offering up his life. Should mean that Awesome could maybe get a kill for free here. Does he have the audio cues? The smoke is going to be dropped. I suspect Awesome's going to go straight through this. He does. Finds the head tapping away. Oh no, the aim punch is too much for him to deal with. Oh my god.
He wins that. That's what I'm saying. And equip it.
Yeah. Oh, Panda somehow nearly makes an unimaginable play a reality.
Only two people staying alive, I believe, towards the last round. Zox is already taken out towards Boiler. So again, damage control. Found themselves in firm position to take another round off Orgless Katte.
In check wounded, bro. He's surging into the safe side off the back of that early pick. He doesn't want to give Orgless Katte any chance to try and regroup the defense right now. Somehow he's still alive, but his support is coming through thick and fast. As all the rotations falls, he can't assist his teammates. It's on Awesome right now to do the job by himself. He finds 2 before he goes down. It's Panda who gets in on the mix as well with 2 of his own, and finally Falls will be able to close out the round. So the defense stands tall, and Orgless Katte will be happy with that, especially Awesome as he's found an early pick. That's also $600 in the bank, of course, courtesy of the MP9. And Nick, this is not an ideal start to the round for damage control, considering what they have to work with. I mean, 3 Galils, an AK, 2 smokes, and 3 flashes are all they have left here to try and find a way into this round.
Yeah,
I think they have to just go for the B exec here. They just don't have enough util to try and take top brackets control, work their way around into the A exec. I think they just have to commit to the B hit from here.
Yeah, and it's not only this round, right? I mean, we're speaking about that this round, this investment pretty much in a whole is pretty much going all in. If you lose this round, it's going to be real tough to come back from. So it's 14-10, 5v4 in favor of Orgless Katte. 2 players have rotated towards this B bomb side, which is going to be the bomb side in the question. Perfect molly timing, and Explicit is going to be the first to fall. Also going to try and make one of his own. And just like that, it's a 2v5. Hullhound and Wounded are going to fight from the pits to try wrestle this round back. Awesome. He seems to be sniffed out towards second oranges.
Yeah, he has. Oh, the flash! P&D throws the perfect flash to give him the support. Hellhound, he goes nuclear with the quick triple. He knows that P&D is towards coffins as well. P&D doesn't have to take this fight at all. He just needs to wait for Falls. I think Falls may have given away some audio cues there as well, but there's only 8 seconds left here. Hellhound has to make a play. He has to force the issue here, and he's going to be losing his head. Oh, that's so unlucky for damage control, because when they're entering the B bomb site, they actually do a decent amount of damage to both Awesome and Destroyed, but it's not enough to find the kills, so it's 2 kills that go the way of Orgless Katte without anything back in damage control's favor. Then they're able to find some frags, courtesy of Hellhound. He picks up the triple, but too much damage had already been dealt. 15-10, Orgless Katte on map point.
Yeah, super rough for damage control. Things just not going their way so far. But I mean, considering how the thing started, the fact that they got to 10 rounds on the board, got to give testament to them. But all the banana info has gone the way of Orgless Katte in this round, and already the rotate has been cheated all the way over to A. So if A is going to be the site under question, damage control had to take 4 players out of the server, and it does look like it is the side of the map they're leaning towards.
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect read, and this is the standard CT hold, right? You take deep banana control, and then you post 1 player, rotate the extra man across the A bomb site. So, I mean, Orgless Katte have the perfect setup right now. They got the bait and switch between Destroyed and Zox as well. Zox just sitting pretty in the cubby. And, I mean, this is a dream setup for the CT side of Inferno in a gun round. Destroyed's done his job. He just needs to back off now. Zox shouldn't be peering around there. You sort of want to try and buy your time there and pounce when they're not expecting you. Destroyed still hanging around. Needs to be careful. Instant also making his way forward. Zox wants to get in on it as well now. Able to find 1. He finds a second on the line. Up flash comes through, but it actually blinds him as well. Falls gets in on the mix with 2 quick kills. And that should be solidifying the round. Even though Style opens up the B bomb side, he doesn't have the bomb. Able to upgrade to an M4, but this is do or die right now. 1 versus 2. Lose the round. The map is over. Win the round, or win the clutch, and damage control are still alive and kicking. But the bomb is instead of crossfire. Awesome has already a bit of a pixel gap with the Org, which is always going to be a great weapon to have in this situation. He loves the Org. He'll be using it as frequently as he can. And there we go, 16-10, X Energy. They pick up the first map. They pick up their map pick, 16-10. As I said, Nick, they were pretty much in control for the entirety of that map. And they're going to be taking some good confidence and momentum into Dust 2.
Yeah, definitely. And they're going to be looking to clean out the Series 2-0. They take their map pick, and now we're on to Damage Control's map pick. So maybe they got something in store that we're not ready for. Maybe Damage Control are going to put some sick rounds up on the board. We're going to see what they can get done. But I mean, the first map does go the way of Orgless Katte, their map pick, which is something to keep in mind. But the question is, can Damage Control take it all the way to nuke?
He's been able to get 1 back in response at least. But the bomb charging its way up short. Falls is going to fall to the long player as well. And this should be the round over. P&D doing the Lord's work right now. Tapping away. That was a sick shot that he found onto Wounded. He's got support from Zox as well. But Zox was left high and dry. He thought that P&D was covering short. P&D needed to reload. Which means the EGL is now in a 1 versus 2.
Oh, baby. P&D 1 versus 2. No players in the server with armor right now.
Oh my god, P&D, what are you doing?
Dude,
Oh my god, and he
just
can
gonna stick-
actually, he's on the angle, yeah, but that's a 10-second no kits, and instant, he can smell it right now. PND, he can't afford to hold it.
Oh
God, he's gonna
my
take the fight, and he
days.
lands the clean surgical one tap onto instant as well. What a round from the IGL, Nick. Orgless Katte, they look to try and assert their dominance by just taking the fights immediately in middle, but they get slapped down by damage control. However, that's not enough to send them packing.
If damage control do lean towards this B side, there is a bait and switch. Or not really a bait and switch, just a full bait from PND towards the side of the map.
Who can bait each other more, I think, is the
not even
question.
baiting.
Oh, no. He
Hello?
Okay, PND he got ants in his pants, and now Destroy's going to cross as well. I kind of like this option because damage control surely aren't going to be expecting another player. Oh, they must have seen him cross if they're throwing that molly. And that's actually a nice lurk smoke. Destroy's had to throw. Oh my god, somebody's able to... He holds on mouse button 1. He sprays unwounded through the smoke. And Orgless Katte are just getting lifeline after lifeline here on Dust 2. Lots of damage has been done. Zox on 1 health. Destroyed on 12. Still winnable here for damage control, but there's a lurk coming through from Awesome. He's going to be trying to find Style, but he's going to actually be going down. That's a big kill because it means the A bomb site's open. However, the bomb's in the B bomb site. Surely damage control look to try and use the ramp here to try and split onto this B site. Now turn it into a sort of mid to B exec. You can see Style going to look to drop down into CT. 25 seconds left here. No util left. There's low players on the server for Orgless Katte. This is very doable for DC. Falls is the full HP player. He has a job to do. Style's going to take down his teammate. Is the kill. It's just Zox left in the clutch, but he's going to be going down as well. Besides Harry, Instant again. Oh, excuse me. It's actually Hellhound this time. He's got the Glock. Destroyed, bruv. It's just pistols, lad. I know you want that KD, but these are not frags you need to force right now. And in fact, he's lost a teammate, so this could get awkward very, very quickly. He uses the full 35 bullets to find 2 kills, and thankfully, Awesome also picks up a frag towards the B bomb site, so it's not going to be too challenging from here, but not what you need to be doing, right, in these sort of situations, like making those types of aggressive plays in anti-eco rounds.
Yeah, definitely. If you keep men up, you know, the economy starts to build, and at the end of the day, every tiny mistake,
yeah,
it all builds up. You know, in rowing we used to talk about matchboxes. You know, matchboxes are what wins or loses your race. It's that little couple centimeters you get each stroke. It's the same in Counter-Strike. You can extrapolate it to so many different things. Keeping a man up this round, that round, it all builds up at the end of the day.
Oh, I completely agree with that school of thought, Nick, and it's a really important thing to consider in Counter-Strike because so often you just see a player like throw a flash for no reason or, you know, just making small mistakes that people think don't have big impacts, but it's those inches, those small differences that can end up having large impacts on the outcomes. So I completely agree with you, and I think it's really important to be aware of those facets of the game.
Yeah, and
Game of inches.
That's what they speak about on the big stage, you know. Oh, okay. I'm going to hold my thought. Destroyed. He's going to be pushing loads and take down Explicit. Man advantage going to go the way of Orgless Katte again. He's going to get out dodge. Man advantage going the way of Orgless Katte rather. And things are going to be looking really good. But one thing to keep in mind is this isn't a full investment from damage control. They're pretty much going to concede the 5 rounds. Yes, they do have firepower to possibly do some damage, but it does look like Orgless Katte are going to be favorites to win this. 3 players towards upper tunnels, 1 towards short. And what I'm going to say is by the time this round's done, we're going to know who wins the giveaway, Matt. By the time the 7th round has been played out, someone's going to win. Someone's going to be $250 richer, you know? Yeah,
last chance to enter. EGL 1 is the keyword as Style absolutely demolishes Falls. He's going to fly up short. This is actually a nice little fake here because look at the rotations that it's pulled. Like a magnet, it's pulled those B-bomb players all the way across towards the A site. Now they're going to be hearing the util raining in, and PND is going to realize I might have over-rotated here. Numbers starting to rain in as well, but the smoke has missed its mark, and that means that the bomb's not going to be able to get across safely. Oh, man. Guys, who threw that smoke? Right now, who was it? Who's taking responsibility for dropping the ball? Hellhound. He's able to retrieve the bomb, but the vultures have already surrounded the site.
I've got it. They smoking for the doors flipped the other way.
Oh no. Oh no. They're throwing the old lineup.
I'm telling you.
Surely not. But he's alive and kicking yet. Style peering above the smoke will take him down. And he is just so dynamic on this map. He's always having an impact for his team. And again, he's top of the scoreboard right now. 8 and 6 for damage control, that is, of course.
PND, he's going to drop the smoke and try to push through it. Instant was just spraying the cubby and just happened to walk into his crosshair. And the same happens to Wounded over towards Long. So it is going to be short under question. Falls
Falls, Unlucko. He throws the molly to short, thinking he's got full cover, but they've already wrapped all the way around onto the bomb site. So, somehow, he's actually been able to stay alive the whole time because Damage Control haven't looked to take the fights. He actually shoulders style. That nade will dunk on him, but it's not going to be enough. Not able to land the quick shot either, so that means it's just Zox left in the clutch now. Spots the head of style, finds the first, but immediately gets wrapped on by Explicit. So Damage Control back to winning ways here on Dust 2.
Gonna go for more aggressive plays.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, no, you've got the man advantage. This is where you just need to try and secure the round from here. You've got full short control. You know that they have to come through long. Falls on the angle with the AWP, will take down Wounded, and there's no util to force him off here. There's no finishes, Nick. So they have to keep on taking lights again and again. They're not spaced well enough to find the tree, and Falls with the lightning fast flick will destroy Instant. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this young man here. Orgless Katte, they sort of just committed the 3 players to the to long to take the early fight, maybe anticipating a rush, but the rush has come up short, and Orgless Katte have been left wanting a little bit here. There's also still a player posted in middle, and he's going to go down. That was such a big kill, because if Wounded finds that, all of a sudden they can focus towards the A site, but this should be easy pickings from here. So much util, not so much util, only one more smoke, so gonna have to be some concentration employed here by X Energy as they mop up this A site. Zox making sure that they've got the flank under wraps. And it's just Hellhound left. He's been smoked off, so he has to force the issue. And there we go. Job done.
Destroys his T-spawn.
Yeah, and he's wrapping with the Org. The timing might be there for him as well on the bomb carrier. Yeah, Inson's going to get spotted out and taken down. And Explicit's also just trying to back off from long, loses his life as well. Just Style left with the AWP in hand, but no teammates, no bomb. Wants to find this pick here before he doubles back, but Falls isn't giving him anything. Yeah, which is a bit of a problem because the players in Upper Dark were relying on the individuals to come through middle and take some of the heat off. Somehow both Instant and Zox both bypass each other. Not going to be happening for a second time. However, Awesome, he's able to pick up 2 quick kills. And that should be solidifying the round because it's now all just the remaining 2 players cooped up in middle. And Awesome is just farming them right now as he finds a 3rd kill in the round. And that was that all-important gun round destroyed. He's going crazy right now. He's 19 and 8. Remember, this is the final round of the first half here. So no reason for them to look to try and save. Destroy's been able to get quite far forward here, but Explicit, he sends him into another dimension. And that earns Damage Control the 1-man advantage here in the post-plant situation. Quite a lot of util in reserve for X Energy, and Awesome making his way up long here. Clearing out the angles, going to use the flashbang to his advantage. He knows that smoke was thrown from the site, but this round should be over from here. Surely this 1 versus 3 is just out of his reach. He has an idea that there could be a player towards Gandalf. He has the smoke as well. He spotted off the player's head. Oh my god, he runs out of ammo. That was actually just such a big brain play, the way he smokes off short like that, and then he looks to try and take the fight with the player in Gandalf, but unfortunately he just doesn't have enough bullets in the clip. Damage Control win the final round of the first half. Do you see it changing the dynamic here? Do you think that Damage Control are going to win the map now because Flexi's had to come into the mix, or do you think that X Energy will still close it from here?
I mean, it's tough. It is really tough. However, looking at the 5 at Orgless Katte, I mean, they're not short on firepower, and
yeah,
I mean, you can pretty much just throw Flexi into Destroy's role, which was just sort of working one side of the map on its own. So
yeah,
you're not really missing too much of the dynamic in that regard, but it does look like they're just going to be sending out long.
So yeah, nice AK skin. And now I like this decision from X Energy. Just hedge your bets, group up with all 3 players, exec onto the A bomb site, try and trade one another. They will need to find this first frag without losing anybody, and that's exactly what they do. Next point of contention is Wounded, and they remove him from the equation as well. Zox, the point man, finds both of the frags, and all of a sudden he earns a 1-man advantage for his team. Instant trying the jump shots to deny the defuse, but he's only going to offer his life up to Zox as well. PND finds Hellhound, and X Energy convert the 3 versus 5 into a round win without even losing a player further, Nick.
5v3 rather. Things are going to be training up long. 1 player lurking out the middle, that is PND. He can shoot some players in the back of the head.
Oh, jeez. I mean, it do be like that sometimes. Just want to make a point about Flexi's picture here in the HUD. That was an image they managed to get of him when he was at the shooting range the other day. Check it out if you get to see it, Nick. X Energy making their way up short right now.
What
Got
is
some util. It's a cat with an AK. It was the Orgless Katte logo from the event that happened recently. But it could also be Flexi if you like close one eye and squint a little bit. X Energy, they're bursting their way onto the same bomb sides. PND dropped down into CT as well. He's got that smoke to cover him, but Instant with the AWP will remove him from the equation. Can Instant find another on the angle? He's been forced back This is an okay result for X Energy. Even though they've lost a player, you generally don't mind that if you're able to take full control of the A sites. And Explicit, he's actually getting ahead of the game there. He needed to just wait for his teammates if he was going to be having an impact from that position. So I think that he might have given himself up unnecessarily. And can damage control afford to save again? Nick, I think they have to commit to it this time round. They're using their utils to try and aid their cause and getting in the initial steps. Hellhound will find one. Style there to trade him out as well. But will Style expect Flexi in the corner? No. 2 versus 2 as the result. Falls with a big job to do here. Can't connect on the spray. Flexi's in no man's land. He goes down as well. It's Wounded and Instant who deal the 1-2 punch. And they keep damage control alive here on Dust 2. And in fact, has that smoke affected the setup? Doesn't look like it's changed too much from damage control's perspective. They're just going to keep... They're just going to burst with all 5 players into the B bomb side. Looks like that might be it. Awesome's just trying to show more presence towards short right now. But Falls, he finds the shot onto Hellhound, and that's going to be prompting the exec to come through. Style with the AWP, he gets the collab, the lineup, the double kill. Zoc still finds the supports and Explicit. Style back of the bomb site right now. He's going to be taking Awesome's head off as well. Zox will be removing him to maintain the 2 versus 2. Great frags here by Zox just to keep the team in the hunt. And good attention to details. He gets the AWP as well, but he's going to have to commit to the bomb plant. It's the 2 young guns.
The fast tunnels flank.
Yeah.
How damage control win this round. See, the bomb is going to be stuck. Zoc seems to be super wary of this. He's actually posted on this position.
Oh, he's trying to...
Second contact towards the car. Spots his foot, gets the frag. That's pretty much round done. Round
over, yeah. There's no way Instant expects him. Yeah, great patience from Falls. Just nestles himself in the corner. Times his peak to perfection. And that's the round going the way of X Energy.
They're playing for overtime, and PND's found a massive hole. He's doubly keyed all the way towards CT, and Zox and PND are going to open up the V-bomb site. That is vacant, and that means it's 15-8. If you're damage control, you've got to post up in tunnels, post up in CT somewhere, in which you can find some exits, but Zox is not having any of it. He's 27 and 11. He is feeding it. 28 and 11.
28, yeah. He's like, alright, it doesn't matter, guys. I'll start fragging for Destroyed and I.
Yeah, exactly. He's spotted his foot. He saw his foot.
Oh. Who needs a bomb plant when you can just rush down the last player, right?
Facts on facts. That's facts on facts.
X Energy with all 4 players making their way up long right now. They've been able to get quite far forward as well. Damage control without doing any damage. Explicit able to get out with his life. He's actually lucky. Instant nestled in the corner here as well. Going to be biding his time before he activates, swings out to try and deny the plants. He's not going to be able to, but he does find a kill onto Zox. After that, he's been immediately faded that off, and it's actually Wounded who picks up the double. Was that from short? I actually think it might have been, and he's going to find PND as well. What a massive sequence that was from the Rifler. As it's just Falls left in the 1 versus 3 clutch now to try and win the round for his team. No kit, but plenty smokes. This is unwinnable for Falls, surely. I don't even think the bomb is properly planted for him. I might be mistaken. He's going to be spotting the first player out, and he connects on the shot. And he nearly has the lineup on the diffuser. He's gonna look for the diffuser. Slightly more left. He still has time. He's gonna be connecting on Wounded. That's the diffuser. This is wonderful. I mean, it's this Style. Oh my god, Falls, you absolute madman. The line's up through the smoke as Style was desperately trying to get back onto the bomb to make the defuse happen. Unfortunately, he just falls to the same fate that Wounded did. After the Wounded heroics, the triple kill, it's still not enough, Nick. Damage control falter. They lose the map 15-9, 16-8 in the end, and they lose the series 2-0 as a result.